Today we are performing an iodine clock experiment where we take two colorless solutions, add them together, and then there is a color change. This is accomplished by mixing solution A and B. Solution A will be made from 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, iodine, and distilled water. Now, I was not able to find anything that just said iodine, so I'll be using a betadine solution which contains iodine, but hopefully this will still work using this. Now, solution B, we will use cornstarch, hydrogen peroxide, and distilled water. The first thing we do is that we begin crushing the vitamin C tablets, which I've already done. I'm going to put them in this container here. You can see I crushed them up pretty fine, so hopefully they will dissolve well. And to that, I'll add about 60 mLs of distilled water. And then mix it up. So I've mixed it, some of it's dissolving. Like our video told us, there are a lot of fillers in vitamins, so not everything is going to dissolve. So what I will do is I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to strain it into this other container. Right, I'm going to try one more thing because mine is not coming out very clear and I do not have coffee filters. So I'm going to add this linen towel into my strainer and let the solution strain through that. All right, so that looks like it's straining in a little better. So now what we'll do is I'll move on to making solution B while that finishes straining. We are going to get another clean container. We're going to add about 4 grams of cornstarch. Now the video said it didn't need to be accurate, just kind of whatever they use, which looked to be about that much. And now to that, I'm going to add about 350 mLs of distilled water. I'm going to rinse my spoon off that I was using so I don't get the vitamins in the cornstarch. And I'm going to mix the cornstarch and the water. Now the cornstarch and the water is still a little cloudy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in the microwave, get it boiling. And I've looked back at solution A. It's still not quite colorless. It's a little yellow. So I'm going to try to filter it one more time. Now, I don't think the vitamins I used had any color in them. They looked pretty white, but it could be leaving color because there's dye in it. I'm just going to watch my other solution while it boils. Okay, so while that's boiling, I can go ahead and go back to my solution A. So for solution A, they want us to add iodine. The video instructed 25 mLs for a 10% iodine solution, and it said to use about 60 for a 5%. Now, mine's betadine, and it says that it has 10% povidone iodine. So I am going to go ahead and try to use 25 mLs, and we will see what happens. And it worked. So it initially went in this reddish brown color, and it was supposed to mix in and become colorless, which this was as colorless as I could get my solution A. So hopefully that's going to work for us, whereas I thought maybe this wouldn't work with the extra stuff added into it. All right, so I boiled my solution B. It's still a little cloudy, so I am going to move it into another container and strain it just a bit, just like I did before. I'm going to put my little piece of linen here to help filter it out. My strainer has bigger holes than I'd hoped. Okay, so my solution is a little clearer. Now to this, we're going to add 350 mLs of hydrogen peroxide. So I have a little bottle here, and it's about 120 mLs. And then I have a bigger bottle, so I'm going to have to measure it out. Okay, add that to my solution B. And then lastly, we need to add about 500 mLs of distilled water to solution A. All right, now it's time to mix the two solutions together. I'm going to clean out one of these jars. I don't have too many clear jars. So we add about equal parts. So there is solution A. And then now I'm going to mix in about the same amount of solution B, and wait. So in this experiment, we're mixing vitamin C and colorless I- ions with hydrogen peroxide and starch. Once mixed together, the reaction will begin. Once the vitamin C is used up by the hydrogen peroxide, the iodine ions complex with starch and leaves us with a triiodine and starch. This is what causes the color change. Now, these have been mixed. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but they should turn to a dark blue color. Now, this reaction can be sped up by increasing the amounts of I- or hydrogen peroxide or heating the solutions. Just trying to mix it to see if we could get it to heat up. I'm going to try to add some more peroxide to helpfully speed it up. Well, unfortunately, my solution did not turn color. Now, in the video, it said that that could be possible due to not having enough vitamin C. I did use 4 500 milligram vitamin C, so I should have had enough. But maybe my pills were mixed with more than just vitamin C, and I didn't realize it.